Coach, you guys just knocked off the top team in the conference, 57-56. I don't want to call it a signature win, but it's a big one.
Yeah, I think each and every game is a big one. Last night's win against a very good Duluth team, we were proud of. And tonight, we showed some toughness. That was my big thing is, we were down 4 with under a minute to play, and the kids executed what we wanted to do. So I think a lot of credit goes to our kids, and I know they were excited about the win, but we don't have a whole lot of time to celebrate. We turn around, we still practice tomorrow because we got a game on Tuesday. So very proud of the effort tonight, though.
Coming into the game, would you have anticipated that you would get the win with your leading scorer and one of the top scorers in the league, and Laura Johnson being held scoreless, and your bench outscoring your starters?
It's one of those things in the back of my mind. As good as Laura's been playing, eventually somebody's going to really try to sit there and take her away and make other kids beat us. I mean, that would be my strategy if we played us. And and I thought in Laura's defense, I probably put a little bit on me, is we probably play her too much. She's leading the league in minutes, and I thought she kind of looked tired tonight. But you also say big players step up in big moments, where at the end of the game when we're down 1, she was one who made the attack and a great pass to Bailey for us to be able to go up. So even though she didn't score, she's a kid that gets every tough rebound for us. We ask a lot out of her. So very proud of her, and very proud of all the kids that when their numbers called, we always say you got to be ready. It was far from a perfect game, and a lot of credit goes to St. Cloud. Because it was kind of a little bit of a tale of two halves, where first half we didn't look very good. Honestly, it wasn't that we were that bad, but they really took us out a lot of things with their defensive pressure. And I thought we spread the floor a little bit better, got a couple inside touches, hit some shots in the second half, and it was going to be a battle. I don't think that we're any worse than the best team in the league, or we're not, vice versa in terms of the worst team. So I'm very, very excited about the win. But again, it's short-lived, and we got to get ready for a hungry Southwest team who is still winless in our league. But again, played St. Cloud very tough last night, and we know we're going to get their best effort on Tuesday.
One of the players that stepped up tonight was Bailey Baumann, team leading 13 points, and hit a bunch of big three-pointers.
Yeah, that was kind of the difference in the game, in my opinion. It was kind of tight, and all of a sudden, she came in and bang, 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 and she's one of those kids that the second it leaves her hand, I mean, I can tell if it's going in or not, and just very proud of her effort. On nights like this, you look at yourself as a coach and say, well, why am I not playing her more minutes? And sure, everybody's going to remember the game winner and the threes, but I thought she did, one of the turning points that I thought in the game is when we decided to go small ball. And then we put Bailey on a ledge a little bit where she's guarding their big. And she did a great job of not only on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end. So just couldn't be more proud of a kid. And, for something like that, I mean, her minutes are definitely going to go up here this next game, and as we learn how to try to maybe rest some of our players a little bit more, because I thought we looked a little bit winded here on a second night of a weekend trip.
What was your game plan going in? Because you knew St. Cloud's the top team in terms of steals, and they're one of the best defending teams. What was your guys' plan when you hit the court?
It was really to space the floor as much as we can. Excuse me, and allow our kids to make plays. I think I know our team good enough where when people pressure us and we run a lot of sets and we don't get initially what we want out of the set, we kind of freeze, and we're not a great late shot clock team, this and that. So we just said, hey, we're going to allow you to make plays. We spread the floor, and like I said, if I watch the film, I'm sure I'm going to be upset on a million different things without the game, but there's only one stat that matters, and that's at the end of the game, where we finished strong, made the big plays when we needed to, and beat a very, very good St. Cloud team.
Another stat I've noticed the last couple games that you guys are shooting about 10% better at home than on the road. So I guess there's something to home cooking.
Yeah, I really think since our Mankato game, we've been pretty solid offensively. Before that, people are always going to remember when we played Concordia and shot 25%, Kearney 25%, Augie was in the 20s, where I think we're getting a little bit more balance, where we're attacking the rim a little bit more, we're hitting some shots, but again, anytime that you can go inside, outside, and the kids just playing with a little bit more of an attack mentality, I think, is probably the best way to describe it. And when you start winning a little bit, and coach probably starts relaxing a little, probably not a whole lot, but they're making plays, and it's fun to see success out of them. When I walked into the locker room after the game, all I had to do is say, great job, they're screaming. I said, that's all I have to say. And that's really going to help us moving forward, because this league's a funny league. People are beating up on each other, and it's always, you always hate to look in the rearview mirror, but you sit there and say, boy, what if we would have won this game, or But you know what? We're in control of our own destiny in terms of winning each one that we have coming up, and we'll see at the end of the year where that puts us.